So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
We're underway. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Caicedo. Muscular approach does pay off here. João Palhinha. Brennan Johnson. Nice physical challenge. João Pedro. Fernandes. Palmer. João Pedro. Oh, good spread. Can he deliver? João Palhinha. Udogi. João Palhinha. Pedro Porro. Brennan Johnson. Kudus goes for goal! James. And it's Palmer. João Pedro. Palmer looking to run onto it. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. There to clear it. James has got himself a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. It's anyone's ball now. Palmer. In by James. Brilliantly cut out.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. James clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really unconvincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
And it's Kudus. James. Palmer. James. Palmer. Kudus. Udogi. João Palhinha. Kudus. Pedro Porro. João Palhinha. Palmer wins the duel this time.
Pedro Neto.
João Pedro. Oh, this is a very good run. He's gone for goal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Bissouma. Udogi. Oh, nice touch. And it's Kudus. Real chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Caicedo. Colwell shifted upfield. Chalobah. Fernandes.
Pedro Neto.
Fofana.
Pedro Neto.
Fofana.
Pedro Neto.
Fernandes. Caicedo. Might be danger here. He's having a shot! Kudus. Pedro Porro. Bissouma, and played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Proves too strong.
Pedro Neto.
Cucurella.
Pedro Neto.
João Pedro. Romero.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Succumbs to the pressure. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's João Pedro. Out to the left it goes.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Kudus. And here's Colomwani. Colomwani! Great effort, but no way through.
Pedro Neto.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Pedro Porro. Brennan Johnson. And here's Colomwani.
Pedro Neto.
Cucurella looks to the other side. And it's James. Oh, sweet feet. Fernandes. That's tidy. Caicedo. Palmer. Talinia did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Palmer really needed to be much faster then, much more decisive.
Udogi. Kudus. Cucurella. 0-0 still. No lack of chances though.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've got some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Fernandes. Cucurella. And it's Cucurella. Oh, that's neat. Oh, good ball. Fernandes. James. Now it's Palmer. Palmer. Deep cross. Cleared away. It'll be a throw-in. Fernandes. Palmer. And he shoots! Now then, the ball's come loose. Excellent challenge there. Palmer! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Palmer probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Palhinha. Danso forwards and with intent. Caicedo. James. Palmer. Caicedo. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. This looks promising. Cucurella. And here's Neto. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Time to deliver. That's too far for anyone. Palhinha. Udogi. Pressing's intense and it's paid off. Caicedo. Caicedo played over towards the opposite flank. Danso, aim forwards. And it's Kudus. Pedro Porro. Johnson. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Trier, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
James. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Palmer. And here's Palmer.
James. Now it's Palmer.
Aimed in towards the centre. Bissouma. Kudus. And it's Udogi. Steaming on goalwards. And it's played into the middle. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. João Pedro. Played out to the right.
James.
James crosses. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Kudus.
Udogi. And here's Kudus. So who's he picking out? Cross goes in there. João Palhinha. Udogi. Nice interception, well timed. Cucurella.
Pedro Neto. Now what's he got in mind? Pedro Neto.
Cucurella.
Pedro Neto.
Cucurella. Fernandes. Caicedo. And the shot! Played it short. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, that's well done, really robust. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Fernandes. Cucurella. And it's Cucurella. And here's Neto. He is just caressing the ball. Delivered with swing. Caicedo. Fernandes. That's really well manoeuvred. Pedro Porro. Now it's Johnson. Pedro Porro. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Pedro Neto does really well to win the ball there. Proves too strong. And that's put paid to a promising move. Caicedo. And it's Palmer. Caicedo. Palmer. Played towards the other side. Cucurella. Fernandes. Caicedo. Good chance here! Udogi is there and he can get that clear.
Caicedo.
And here's Palmer. A chance to play it in.
In by James.
Oh, smashing header! No, couldn't quite control it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
James falls short. Danso with a fine tackle. And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Cucurella.
And here's Neto. Fernandez. Palmer ploughing through the middle. James crosses. That has been knocked clear. And it's been taken short. And it's played in. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Romero tries to clear. Pedro Neto. Cucurella has it out wide and in space. Kudus gently done. Great defending, strong and determined.
James. Palmer. James.
James chooses to go cross-field. And it's Fernandez.
Caicedo.
James.
Fernandez.
And here's Neto. Pedro Neto spread out to the left.
Palhinha.
Pedro Porro. Johnson has it in a wide position, looking for a decent ball in.
João Palhinha.
João Pedro. And it's Palmer.
James.
And here's Palmer. Plenty waiting in the middle. Palmer, there's the shot! Oh, he's in! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Cucurella. That's very neat. There are a few waiting for it. Moved on forwards.
Johnson. Udogi.
Bissouma. Kudus. And here's Colomwani. Takes a shot.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Chalobah.
Fofana.
Cucurella.
Pedro Neto.
Cucurella.
Pedro Neto. Lovely feet. Pedro Porro wins the duel this time. Pedro Porro tries making a foray down the right. Pedro Neto.
And it's Palmer.
And that's going to be a goal kick. Bissouma. Kudus.
Udogi. Danso. Udogi. João Palhinha.
Bissouma. And here's Colomwani. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Caicedo.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Out to the right. Caicedo.
Fernandes.
Picks it up out wide. Cucurella. A chance to play it in. Now it's Pedro Neto. And it's played forward.
Udogi.
And it's Kudus. Oh, that is a good ball. Colomwani! And he's following up. Decent chance.
Palmer. Caicedo.
And here's Palmer. Oh, good spread.
Caicedo.
James crosses it in. Bissouma.
João Palhinha.
And it's Kudus. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Caicedo is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning. Colomwani!
Colwell. Cucurella.
Bentancur.
Pedro Porro. João Palhinha.
And it's Kudus. Palhinha stood his ground strongly. And here's Colomwani. And he shoots! Cucurella getting this one clear. That is a brilliant interception. Bino Gittins. Colwell. Pedro Neto.
Caicedo.
Bentancur. Pedro Porro.
Cucurella.
Bino Gittins.
Caicedo.
João Pedro.
Caicedo.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Caicedo. Fernandes.
Bino Gittins. Takes a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
João Pedro is offering a right smile there. Bino Gittins really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
João Palhinha.
Kudus.
Spence. João Palhinha.
And it's Kudus. Kudus! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Fernandes.
Bino Gittins.
Proves too strong. Spence. Tell.
Bentancur. Tell. James gets over and intercepts. Pedro Neto.
James. Caicedo. Fernandes.
Bino Gittins. Bino Gittins.
Fernandes.
Cucurella puts them all in. He's overhit it, and it's out of play.
João Palhinha.
Bentancur. Kudus. And here's Colomwani. Tell played out to the left flank. Oh, such a clever touch. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Hoisted it. It's a mighty effort. And the header is disappointing in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Fernandes.
Great run on the overlap here. Up he goes!
Fernandes.
Cucurella opts to play it back. And it's Cucurella. Bino Gittins. Oh, that's neat.
Fernandes.
James. Romero clears it away.
Caicedo.
And he's there to clear it. That'll be a throw. James. Bino Gittins.
Fernandes.
Cucurella. Succumbs to the pressure. He's going to be disappointed with that. Fofana.
Fernandes.
Cucurella. Pedro Neto.
Colomboani.
Tell.
Colomboani.
Spence. And here's Tell.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
And it's Cucurella. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And it's played into the middle. Nice control. Out to the left it goes. He is just caressing the ball. Can he deliver? Pedro Neto.
Colwell.
Pedro Neto. Now it's João Pedro. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Kudus. Bentancur. Kudus. Spence. And it's Bentancur. And here's Colomboani.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. Pedro Porro. Danso forwards and with intent. Spence. Spence chooses to go cross-field. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Oh, what a pass! He's having a shot! It's really well cleared. Danso. And here's Tell. Lovely feet. Nice physical challenge. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. That has been knocked clear. He's got space in the area.
Kudus really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Played out wide.
Pedro Neto. Is there any support? He might not need it.
Fernandes.
Oh, he's found him in space.
Caicedo.
Bino Gittins. Bino Gittins! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Climbs up big!
And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Van de Ven.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Tell. Spence. And here's Tell. Proves too strong.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Tell, well, they're labouring their way towards the opposition goal here, Peter, and this needs a much livelier solution.
Bino Gittins. Pedro Neto.
Spence. Pedro Porro. And it's Spence.
Oh, sweet feet.
James wins the duel this time.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, if you dwell on it for that long, that's what happens.
Great defending, strong and determined.
Caicedo.
João Pedro.
Caicedo. Fernandes. Cucurella.
Bino Gittins. Bentancur.
Pedro Porro.
Bentancur.
João Palhinha. And it's Spence.
Hit into the middle. And back out it comes. Back in once more. Colwell shifted upfield.
Chalobah. Cucurella.
Bino Gittins. And that's a throw. And here's Colomwani! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Caicedo. James, played over towards the opposite flank. Fernandes. Cucurella. Bino Gittins. Danso gets it away. Now it's Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto! Oh, that's nice. Fernandes. Looking to go deep. Danso getting this one clear. Pedro Neto!
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And he has been fouled there. That's been easily repelled. And it's Porro. Some good work on the right flank here. That looks a good cross. Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Pedro Porro goes short. A chance to play it in. Pedro Neto did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Bino Gittins. Pedro Neto! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Fernandes plays it short. Pedro Neto, now here's the delivery. James. Fernandes. Oh, he's caught him in or out. Well, the referee has given a free kick just outside the box.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He's had a crack. It clear. And it's Fernandes. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Pedro Neto. Bino Gittins. Now who's going to be first to this? Fana looks to the other side. Ooh, delicate chip through. And he's straight offside.
Tell. Lovely bit of skill. Plenty waiting in the middle. Spence's cross. Gets it away. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he cuts out the supply. Well, that is not the best ball, as he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Pedro Neto. James. Pedro Neto. Bentancur does really well to win the ball there. Spence. Tell. That's tidy. So who's he picking out? That's good play. Bentancur. And the shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Bino Gittins. And it's Cucurella. Looking for a decent ball in. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. Kudus. In it comes. That is good defending. It's been repelled. Attempt, but not quite good enough.
And that was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end.
Colwell aim forwards. Fernandez. Over to the left. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Done so. Tell. Tell. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That's an excellent interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Spence. And here's Colomwani. Kudus! Oh, that is very close.
Kudus brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Kudus, no, again there's no way through. And here's Colomwani. João Pedro. James. Pedro Neto. Spread out to the left. Bino Gittins! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Palinha. Tell. Pedro Porro. Done so. Played towards the other side. Pedro Porro. Cucurella. Fofana. Cucurella. Colwell. Caicedo. Nicely intercepted. Bentancur, and it's Kudus. And it's lofted through here. Out of play for a goal kick. Colwell, and he goes cross-field. Palinha, and here's Kudus, out for a throw. Fofana, Fernandez, Colwell, gently done. James is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
James. Colwell. James. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Pedro. Now then, the ball's come loose. Kudus given the lift of his goal. Van der Ven. João Palinha. Kudus. Spence. Strong running down that left flank. And it's João Palinha. Oh, it's come loose. Cucurella. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Colwell. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. And he shoots! He should have done better, and he knows it. Chance to shoot! Van der Ven gets it away. Oh, that is asking for trouble. There are a few waiting for it. And that's been well dealt with. Spence. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Cucurella. Pedro Neto into the channel.
time to deliver. Chooses to go back. Wins the duel this time. And he's there to get it away. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Cucurella. Now it's Pedro Neto. Bentancur. And it's Spence. Colomwani. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Effort.
Palhinha quickly realised that was his only option. It's very fast thinking.
Fernandes. A cross-field, changing the point of attack. Colwill. Caicedo, and it's played forward, out to the right. James, oh, it's played into the area. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Vicario, long ball by the goalkeeper. Pedro Porro. Kudus. Chalobah. Bino Gittins. Fernandes. João Pedro. He can get that clear. Ball's gone out of play. Fernandes. Pedro Neto. And he's heaved it away. Thinks one through. Bentancur. João Palhinha. João Palhinha. Spence. João Palhinha. And it's Porro. Deftly away. Pedro Porro. Kudus. Good chance here!
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Pedro Neto. James. Fernandez. Bino Gittins, over to the left. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Bentancur. Palhinha. Van der Beek. Moved on forwards. And it's Spence. That's very neat. Palhinha. Bentancur. Palhinha. And here's Colomwani. Sanchez gets it clear. Van der Beek. Romero, and it's played forward. Palhinha. Kudus. Palhinha. Spence. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Palhinha. And here's Colomwani.
Colomwani really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And here's Colomwani. Out towards the flank. Ball comes in. James clears it away. Kudus. And the shot! Fernandez. Bino Gittins. Chalobah. That's really well manoeuvred. Bentancur. Tell. Succumbs to the pressure. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Fernandez. Knocks it out wide. Very nicely done. And he's got his cross in. Tries to get it clear. Pedro Neto. Decent chance! Pedro Porro is there, and he can get that clear. Turns and goes back. Plenty to aim at here. That's a throw. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Bentancur. Kudus. Approaching the half-hour mark. Spence. And it's Spence. Palhinha. Bentancur. Tell. And he steps in, and that's the end of that. João Pedro.
Pedro Neto.
Fernandez. João Palhinha. Bentancur. Spence. Showing good feet. And that's aimed in. Oh, what a climb! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Pedro Neto is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Spence looks to the other side. Pedro Porro. And it's Porro. That is lovely. Tell. Great chance! James. He's fizzed it forward. Caicedo.
Pedro Neto.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Romero forwards and with intent. Bino Gittins. Fernandez. Colwell.
Pedro Neto.
Fernandez. James. That's good play. Caicedo. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Looking for a decent ball in. And out it comes again. Goes to finish! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
That has been knocked clear. And the shot! A real chance and a real let-off. João Palhinha. Tell. Spence. Played towards the other side. Pedro Porro. Kudus. And here's Colomwani. Played out wide. And it's Bentancur. That's very neat. Kudus. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Caicedo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, welcome to the modern game. You get hounded as soon as you get the ball. You can't take time like that.
Bentancur. João Palhinha. Kudus. Tell. He's shooting! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time. Should all come down to finishing.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
James, and he goes cross-field. Fernandes. Pedro Neto. James, who does have an assist to his name. Ball's played through. And that'll be a goal kick. Palhinha. Spence. And it's João Palhinha. Played into the middle. Fofana getting this one clear. Pedro Porro. Spence. Oh, that's nice. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Pedro Porro with the short one. Palhinha flings it across. Colwell. James chooses to go cross-field. Cucurella. Fernandes. Oh, Red, nice interception. Tell. João Palhinha. Bentancur. Played with finesse. And that has been cleared. And it's Bentancur. João Pedro. Nice physical challenge. Kudus. João Palhinha. Tell. Spence. João Palhinha. And here's Colomwani. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Cucurella. Caicedo. Bino Gittins. Out to the left it goes. Kudus. Bentancur. Caicedo. Fernandes. Fofana. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Tell, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Van de Ven. Pedro Porro. And it's Kudus. Tell. Spence, and he's gone backward here. And here's Colomwani. Oh, that's a fine challenge. And they've got rid. It's gone for a throw-in. Pedro Porro. Kudus looking to get on the end of this. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Tell! That's going to go a long way. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Fofana shifted upfield. Fernandez, gently done. James. Tell. Spence looking to hit the byline here. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Pedro Porro. Palinha. Tell. And here's Colum. Shot, surely! Danger averted for now. Bentancur. Palinha. Short changes him with that pass. Chalobah tries to clear. Bentancur. Palinha. Bentancur. Palinha. Bentancur. Palinha spreads it out wide. Back into the middle. He is just caressing the ball. Pedro Porro. And here's Bentancur. Cucurella. And it's Cucurella. Pedro Porro. Bentancur. Spence. Now it's Tell. Spence. Very nicely done. And here's Tell. Palinha. And here's Colomwani. Bentancur. Palinha. Palinha played out to the left flank. Serves up across. Last-ditch defending, but he's had a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Bino Gittins. Now it's João Pedro. Spread out to the left. Cross in, looks like a good one. Lovely feet. And it's Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Oh, nice touch. Pedro Neto. Chance for a shot! Bentancur. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro making good progress on the right-hand side. And he's got his reins wrong there. Fernandes. 5 minutes till the break. Pedro Neto. James. Bino Gittins. Pedro Porro. Tell. And here's Colomwani. Kudus done delicately. Tries to get it clear. And it's Bentancur. João Pedro. Fofana. Chalobah. Aim forwards. Cucurella. Bino Gittins. Now it's João Pedro. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And that's been won straight back. Bino Gittins. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's gone back to the keeper. Spence, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Bentancur, forwards and with intent. Fofana. Can he latch on to this? Deflected behind for a corner kick. They've played it short. Oh, sweet feet. And it's hoisted clear. Tell. Charging forward, the ball at his feet. Tell. And a chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And it's been taken short. Cross goes in there. Bino Gittins. Cucurella. Looks to the other side. James. Colwill. James. Colwill. James. Chalobah. Pedro Neto. Bino Gittins. And it's Cucurella.
Caicedo. Oh, it's come loose. Cross needs to be good. Talinia shifted upfield. Spence. Danso. Bentancur. Pedro Porro. Nice control, and that's aimed into the middle, and that's been repelled. That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Bino Gittins. It's a throw-in. Bentancur. Tell. That pass has been well intercepted. And it's Spence. Bino Gittins. Colwell. James. Cucurella. Fofana. Bino Gittins. Fernandez. Bino Gittins.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
João Palhinha. Kudus. Pedro Porro. Kudus. João Pedro. Cucurella. Fernandez. Cucurella. Fofana. Cucurella. Fofana. Bino Gittins. Pedro Porro. Kudus. João Palhinha. Spence. Spence. Tell. Fofana. Fernandez. Fofana. Caicedo. Bino Gittins. James. Muscular approach does pay off here. Tell. Danso. Bentancur. Kudus. Pedro Porro. And it's Kudus. Bentancur. Kudus. Kudus! Well, that is rather wayward.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Caicedo. James. Colwell. And he goes cross-field. Cucurella.
Pedro Neto. Now João Pedro goes for a shot!
João Pedro really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Bino Gittins. Caicedo. Cucurella. It's a great ball. Can he finish? It's a carbon copy of the previous miss. Van der Ven gets it away. And that's put paid to a promising move. Fernandes. Colwill. Caicedo. James. That's a promising run he's making on the right. That's surely a foul. Free kick. Cleared away. Defending of the desperate variety. And here's Fernandes. Spence. Wins the duel this time. James. Colwill. Caicedo. Bino Gittins. Cucurella. Bino Gittins. Caicedo. And it's James. And here's Neto. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. A header! Couldn't quite control it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
João Palhinha. Ball is over the line. That's really well manoeuvred. Caicedo. Fernandes. Fofana. Cucurella. Now it's João Pedro. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And that has been cleared. It's gone out for a throw-in. James. Now it's João Pedro. Can he finish? That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Keeper has taken decisive action. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Danso shifted upfield. And here's Colomwani.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Tell. Pedro Porro. Kudus. And here's Colomwani. Colomwani! Hits off target and by quite a way.
I think he did really well to get the shot away, to be honest, given how much pressure he was under at the time.
Fernandez. Caicedo. Colwill. Caicedo. Colwill, aim forwards. Pedro Neto. Fernandez. Fofana. Cucurella. Fofana, gently done. Pedro Neto. Oh, good spread. In by James. Van der Ven can get it clear. Tell. And it's Spence. Tell. Showing good feet. There are a few waiting for it. Great challenge, time to perfection. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Colwill. James. Colwill. Fernandez. Moved on forwards. João Pedro. Romero. João Palhinha. Tell. Bentancur. Kudus. And it's Porro. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Bentancur. And it's played forward. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Pedro Neto. Plays it through. James. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. Defending of the desperate variety. And that is out of play. A chance to play it in. Up he goes! He will be livid with himself. Romero forwards and with intent. Bino Gittins. Lobbed in behind. That's the corner kick. It's a mighty effort! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Bentancur. João Palhinha. Kudus. And here's Colomwani. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And it's James. And that could set him on his way. Real chance! João Palhinha. Aim forwards. Spence. Tell. João Palhinha. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Fernandez. Cucurella. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Caicedo. João Pedro. James. Pedro Neto.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Tell. Couldn't. Shapes to shoot! He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
Kudus does really well to win the ball there. And that is as far as they're going to go. That's the throw. Cucurella. Bentancur wins the duel this time. Pedro Neto. There's the shot! João Palhinha. João Palhinha. And here's Colomwani. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And he thumps it clear. That'll be a throw-in. Caicedo. Fernandez. And it's James. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Bentancur. Bentancur. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away.
It was a sterling effort, and at least he kept it on target, and it was worth a go.
Cucurella. Pedro Neto. James. Fernandez. Caicedo. Now it's João Pedro. Fernandez. And he's had a shot! Van der Ven is there, and he can get that clear. Van der Ven shifted upfield. Spence. Proves too strong. Pedro Neto. James. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Caicedo. Bino Gittins. Now it's João Pedro. And it's Cucurella. That's good defending, very good defending. Pedro Porro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Bentancur. Bentancur. Pedro Porro skims one in. And here's Colombo, tries a shot! Caicedo. Tell. Tries a deft little ball. James gets rid without sophistication. And it's João Palhinha. And here's Colomboani. João Palhinha. Lovely bit of skill. Nice interception, well timed. James. Now it's Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto providing an outlet on that flank. Spence. Spence drives forward on the overlap. Oh, that's neat. Out to the left it goes. Bino Gittins. Oh, such a clever touch. Bentancur defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Danso. Tell. And that is a little undercooked.
Caicedo. 60 minutes played. Cucurella. Caicedo.
João Pedro. Pedro Neto. And here's Neto.
Caicedo.
Pedro Neto.
Bino Gittins.
Bino Gittins! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Bino Gittins actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Vicario gets his gloves on it, nice and calm. Bentancur. Spence. Spence charging forward down that flank.
It is a corner. Cleared away.
Cucurella.
Cucurella, gently done.
João Palhinha.
Moved on forwards.
Spence.
Tell.
Bentancur chips it through. We expected better, and so did he.
Fofana gets good distance on it.
Van der Ven. João Palhinha.
Tell. Gets the shot away! Another big chance that gets away.
Bino Gittins. Fernandes. Fofana. Cucurella. Fofana.
João Pedro.
Tell. Pedro Porro. Bentancur. Kudus. Bentancur. Bentancur played out towards the right wing.
And it's kept out by a stubborn defence.
Bino Gittins. James.
That's really well manoeuvred. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession.
Chalobah. Fernandes.
And it's played forward.
Bentancur. Pedro Porro. Kudus. Spence.
And here's Tell.
And it's Spence.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Bino Gittins. Bentancur. Spence.
Oh, sweet feet.
Spence's cross. He's dealt with that well. Chalobah is there, and he can get that clear. And it's Spence.
Tell really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Romero. Kudus. Spence. Kudus. Goes for goal!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Oh, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto, played out to the right. Caicedo. Played into space out wide. Spence with the clearance. That's very neat. Pedro Neto with the delivery. And that was very necessary. Van der Ven clears it away. And it's Caicedo. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. It's Fernandes. Tries a measured ball. Gets it away. And here's Neto. Pedro Neto. Out to the right. Fernandes. Oh, what a climb! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
João Pedro is offering a wry smile there.
Danso tries to clear. So who's he picking out? Spence gets it away. Fernandes. Danso. João Palhinha. Bentancur. Kudus. And it's Toro. Bentancur. Kudus. Bentancur. João Palhinha. João Palhinha.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Tell. Takes the shot! Caicedo.
Pedro Neto.
Fernandez. Cucurella. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Kolumuani. Now it's Kolumuani. Nice control. And it's Bentancur. Tell. Shoots! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Moved on forwards. Now it's Tell. Bino Gittins. The most accurate pass. Spence. Tell. Pedro Porro. João Palhinha. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Chalobah, gently done. Cucurella. Fofana. Fernandez. James.
Pedro Neto.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Colwill. And it's Caicedo.
Cleared without complication.
Bino Gittins.
Pedro Neto.
Oh, good spread. Can he deliver? James. Oh, it's played into the area. And that has been clubbed away. That has been knocked clear and reclaimed it in a trice. Up he goes! And for a moment, time stood still. Bentancur. Kudus. Bentancur. João Palhinha. Spence. Spence's cross. And the goalkeeper, Tell! Oh, he's really drilled it. Bino Gittins. Cucurella. Great defending, strong and determined. Bentancur. Now it's Kolo. He's having a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Kolumuani really looked sharp out there. That first touch, sensation.
Cucurella. Fofana. Cucurella. Fofana. Cucurella. Fofana. Chalobah shifted upfield. Pedro Neto. Played out to the right. Caicedo. Colwill. James. Bino Gittins. Cucurella. Cleared away. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Fernandes. Caicedo. Fernandes. Colwill. James. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Danso. Tell. Spence. Tell. Bentancur. Pedro Neto getting this one clear. And it's Kudus. João Palhinha. It's a loose ball. Can he stop it going out? Colwill forwards and with intent. Pedro Neto. Van der Ven makes the interception. Kudus. That's really well manoeuvred. Tell. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Bentancur. Tried the volley, but no.
Listen, I'm not sure he had to go at that first time, but at least...
Tell. Kudus. Now this could be a chance. João Pedro. Romero. Aim forwards. And it's Kudus. Kudus. Fernandes wins the duel this time. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now that's well seen too. The referee looks at his watch.